Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So I did talk a little bit about the trade-ins when I was showing you some of the crews to kill the hostiles. Now let's get into why exactly we're killing these hostiles. What do we get for these? I'm not saying that this store is bad. It does offer some nice things in here. It's just, there's a lot to do. Its setup rivals the X-Borg store, and where there is a common of the currency, an uncommon, rare, and epic, and there's different exchanges based on that. But unlike that X-Borg store, there's a lot more to grind in this loop, which is kind of why we hate it. Let's get right into it. You have your common exchange here. You see I did save my pulls. You're getting reputation and wrath credits. Goody. Yay. Because that's not annoying. And that's part of what is annoying. There are how many... They're not necessarily daily pulls, but how many different refines, if you will. You look at the X-Borg store, there was barely any. I mean, here you get this top row here. These are really where most of the exchanges are. Your Xindi scrap, your Nebula tokens, but that was for silent. Your Tempora disruptors, but that was also for something else. It's like a few pulls in the NX-01 refinery, and that's where you end up getting a lot of your X-Borg shit. I guess maybe technically a few others with those opportunity chips, which the rares were on a 3-day cooldown, but the uncommons or whatever the other just regular opportunity chips you could pull at your leisure. There's a difference there. It's not something that has to be ground out like this thing. To a certain extent, that X-Borg loop did become a lot easier with the NX-01. So, yeah. Alright, so just exchange the common, uncommon, and epic. You see my rare is the cooldowns, because the cooldowns are all different, which is awesome. This other pool here, because we haven't even gotten to what you can do with the Wrath credits yet. Or I guess technically we have. The common Wrath credits, the main claim here is for the planetary charts. That's how you do the priority 1 away team assignments. Yay! Good news here is they are sourcing refresh tokens for the away teams. That's yeah, alright. I mean, that's fine. Feel like some of us care a lot less about the old shit now, but whatever. What's about time you assholes start hitting? This team is, they got problems. They got lots of problems. And you also see some trade XP, some speed ups. Very nice to get. Feel like I'm getting a good amount of the new speed ups, which is, it is nice. Do I really want to pull this shit? I don't know. I mean, to a certain extent, I almost feel like I'm not getting enough of the common shit because see all these dumbass favors are costing the common shit. So how in the fuck are we getting enough? This is a daily pull. You got to give 500 up. And then you have this pull, the officer exchange. Which I did, this is the one I did talk about. Yes, for me, it's not that great. I mean, I did get a few officers I don't have max, which is nice. But it just, my point was, you shouldn't have to make another chest. Just improve the old chest. Then you don't have to make a new currency. But that's what you like doing, because you like having Tiger do this shit. So, I don't know if this is going to increase with reputation or not, but this seems really shitty, because how do you get the favors? And if you save up to get the favors, then how do you do away teams? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess nobody thought of that, but We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do this, or, you know what? Maybe just not do it. There was a common there. Let's go to look at the uncommon. The uncommons, they're a little better. It's a little better selection, at least for me anyway. I got a lot less max there, because there's only 2 epics that are in the transport patterns. All the rest of these assholes are not in transporter patterns. And then Badgie. Do say that you do want to, and maybe that's part of it up front. Maybe we won't pull this common chest for the officers, though you're only saving yourself 100. So it's tough, because I for damn sure am not doing a double chest pull of this shit every fucking day. 4 million? Kiss my ass. For the rare, and yes, supposedly increasing value. To be perfectly honest, I kind of think the uncommon, the officers in the uncommon are better. I mean, look, Mirror Universe PvP, Strike Teams, Carol Freeman's. I mean, those are some very low source officers that, I mean, some people are going to want that because it will allow them to maybe not necessarily win, especially against some of these big spenders, but at least compete. This, I mean, Strange New World's kind of meh, especially the new ones. I mean, there is some use there, but for the most part, they're kind of meh. The rares for Strange New World, I feel like have actually fairly decent sourcing. Even the newer Strange New Worlds. The Voyager, you see the Voyager cats, I got them all maxed. There is a nice claim in the Xbox store. Not sure why we needed another one. Maybe, again, just a thought, improve the old chest. Okay. But however, you do have some more of the epics in here, so maybe my thought is just get rid of the rares so we can get more epics. But it's fine. Do whatever you do. A little slow on that pull, but alright, cool. And as you can see, the epic does not unlock until Avenger. Now, something that I'm only vaguely understand, you can see the common, the uncommon, the rare, and the epic here. There's a tier associated with that. Click on this I button here. Actually read that. As you collect and rank up officers, the rewards granted from this chest are increased. It says I own 45 rank 5 epics. So rolls per chest 6 or something. Rolls per chest from 5 greater than 6. Okay. I guess I will get more. I'm not sure what getting more epics actually gets me. It's supposed to be a better tier, which I assume is more rolls. I can only assume because it doesn't really, it's not really clear on that, but that is what I'm gathering. The more you have of these officers unlocked, the more better the chests get. Fairly simple. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I'm not sure I really like that, but whatever. You have a few projectiles here. Again, now we're getting into things that, you know, you buy with these chests and are not really part of a daily claim, because you can see with the officers there is this Wrath Choice token. I'll get that when I get down to it. Projectiles, which, again, at one time have not had sourcing at all. Now, again, we're starting to see some sourcing for some of this shit. Projectiles, Forbidden Tech, Chaos Tech. At some point, they weren't sourcing some of this shit, so while it is a shitty ass, grindy, pain in the ass fucking loop to do, at least we are getting some sourcing for things where in the past we just were never getting the sourcing for them. You bought them or you never got them. Or maybe you got lucky and they eventually made it to an event store. Now, some of these will actually tell you what the projectile does. Like you see, energy focus beam increases your piercing against armadas by 20%. Yeah, that's really low. Anti-proton disruptor does not tell you what it is. So I will go tell you in a minute here. Triskelion torpedo increases your protected cargo by 20%. No, that's not that much. Sleigh bells projectile increase your isolytic defense by 5%. No, it's depends on who you are. For some of you, let's say a lower level person, yeah, that might actually be a lot for you. But some higher level people that have lots of artifacts and officers and whatnot, 5% isn't that much. So what do we need to go look? Anti-proton disruptor. Go find it here in the, what is this, the hangar? You're going to load the thing or what? And we're still not in. You've got to be fucking shitting me with this shit at... Seriously? Holy fuck balls. Fucking hell. Here on top of the ship hangar, and yeah, look, oh, I got a building. Woohoo, yay. So videos for that coming soon. If I can figure out what the hell you actually do with this dumbass ship. Click the little paintbrush here above the hangar and it'll take you right into the projectiles. Or you can, click on the hangar itself and then click refits. You can do that either way. Projectiles. Man. Thank you for loading things. What the hell am I looking? Anti-proton disruptor, right? Increase cargo capacity by 30%. And no, that is not a lot. But they're there. You can get them if you would like. Why are the other ones unlocked, but the sleigh bells isn't? They value 30% cargo capacity more than the other things? Fucking people, man. I swear sometimes they just do this shit just to piss you off. How do you value 30% cargo capacity more than 20% protected cargo? Really? Wow. Or 5% isolated defense. To me, they're about the same. What? Stupid. Artifacts, the Katinga thing, cost efficiency on grade 4 shit. Good for some people, useless for other people. But cost efficiency is good cost efficiency. You want that, go get it. Here is a Ferengi exchange. Costing rare shit. Ferengi officers. Cool. You get some Latinum. And you can get some Prime Valor emblems. Thus adding another sourcing. Remember, these were added to the Alliance tournaments. Another spot to get some of those Prime currencies. Again, sourcing things that had no sourcing at all. Excuse me. So, it is nice that they're doing that. It's a pain in the fucking ass, but whatever. You have 2 forbidden techs here, Tantalus Field and Quantum Slipstream. Yeah, they're pretty good, I think. Especially Tantalus Field, definitely in PvP. Increase hull health, increase damage. Yeah, Apex Barrier. Is Apex Barrier on its way out? No, because it's still an efficiency. Or Apex Shred is still an efficiency. So without very high percentages, Apex Barrier is still going to play for you. Yeah, okay, maybe your 7,000 Apex barrier doesn't play as good as 7,000. It plays more like, what, 3,500? Well, it's still 3,500 Apex barrier. More isolytic damage, that's always nice. Quantum Slipstream, it does increase the warp range, which is, yeah, it can be very useful for you, but then you get critical hit increase, go up to 20%. Shield mitigation every round, 25%. Decreasing your opponent's shield mitigation, which is, yeah, making your damage more effective. And increasing shield health. So can some, especially the Quantum Slipstream, can that be a balance between PvE and PvP? Sure. Yeah, I mean this build here is essentially, what's her name? Strike Team Una. So, and as far as I read this is against an opponent. It doesn't say player. It doesn't say Armada. It doesn't say hostile. So who does it work against? I don't know for sure, but since I don't have it, so I don't actually know. But the way I'm reading it is, it just works. So. Can be a very good thing for you to get, but again, we don't know what it costs, but again, it's sourced. You have this Glaven artifact. Yeah, increase isolated damage of all ships. Cool. Yeah, more isolated damage. You have this Joachim thing, which, yeah, you got to get kind of real high up here in a reputation, so I don't know. Oh, of course, give up more. Started getting some runs back. Started scratching and clawing back. Yeah, give up more runs. You damn turds. It's like you're a baseball team trying to play a football game because you're allowing your opponent to score like they do in football games. Fucking idiots. Terrible. Just a terrible organization all around. Joachim Affinity. Yeah, you can get some for this Joachim jackass. Sure, increase my Apex barrier when I'm attacked while on a survey ship. Sure, I guess I give a fuck. Increase the isolated defense by 100% against hostiles and players. Okay, so officer ability sounds like trash, but below deck ability sounds pretty good. Works against hostiles and players. Kind of like that. And he is supposed to be one of the, or a new form of epic that costs half as much as far as their shard count. So that's kind of cool, but we'll get into this Joachim shit and this Khan champion shit when I get it unlocked. I can't exactly tell you a whole lot about it because I'm just not there yet. Okay, we get to these choice things. This is where you spend the Wrath choice tokens, the things that you were getting way up here from all these officer claims. Choice of Anorax, Gwen DeMarco, Janeway, Hugh, and Suitor. Alright. I'm going to tell you this. I don't care that Suitor is half the price. Suitor's garbage. Look, unless you really want him, don't waste your shit on that. Go for Anorax, DeMarco, or Janeway, or Hugh. Now, Hugh and Janeway, they have sourcing already. How good a sourcing is it? Well, to get them maxed, I think it's shit sourcing. But to get them up to tier 3 or tier 4, I think it's very good sourcing. It's just because I feel like every time I pull that epic chest, I'm going to get 3 Hugh shards. I'm trying to get up. Well, I can click right here and tell me. If you have been watching me long enough, you know that I've been doing videos longer than this arc was out. Hugh's arc. And the Borg, the spheres. Still ain't got him maxed. I've been kicking the shit out of those armadas, and I'm at the point now, I don't fight them anymore, because I don't have to, because I have so many fucking currencies. Or I just have so much of that currency. And I'm still max pulling this shit. Been max pulling this shit for 2 years. That's the problem with that. It's just slow, shitty ass shit sourcing. But the downside is, do you want to spend shit here to speed that sourcing up? Well, the problem is, okay, then he'll turn into transporter patterns. Well, the jackasses don't ever add anything to transporter patterns, so transporter patterns are fucking useless. So what do you do? Sorry, I can't answer that question for you. Best guess, I kind of want to treat it like I used to treat transporter pattern officers. Don't find that one and just max that one out. Change it up. Get to tier 3 or maybe unlock the officers, like unlock Anorax, then unlock DeMarco, then unlock Janeway, then unlock Hugh, and then start over again. Or whoever you want to start with. Get them up to tier, let's say tier 3. And then get the rest of them up to tier 3. And then get the rest of them to tier 4, and then get the rest of them max, because they're all good officers. You really don't want to play without any of them. So I think if you focus too hard on, let's say, Anorax and getting him to max, then where's your DeMarco, Janeway, or Hugh at? Having a little bit more balance, having them all at tier 3 is better than having just Anorax at max and maybe not even having the other 3. That's a personal opinion. Again, you do what you want, but Anorax, DeMarco, Janeway, Hugh, they're good officers. They will help you. So, again, unlock them, then let's say get them all up to tier 3, and then get them all up to tier 4, and then get them all max. And that is something I did with transporter patterns. Because, again, having one of them at max isn't better than, you don't have some of the other ones. It's better to have some of those officers too. Even if they are all tier 3, it's better than not having them at all. Because having some of them max just isn't that good. It's good, but you got to get them first. Again, here's this con champion shit. We are getting that currency from the boxes, from those hostiles. It's going to be something like trials. You're going to use those currencies from the boxes to activate a hostile of some kind, and then you go kill it. And then you get the rewards, and you trade some of these rewards in for Con Fleet Commander. Con Fleet Commander upgrade bullshit. Joachim Affinities. But again, I can't really tell you that much about that loot, because you see it says unlock at Superior, and I haven't even gotten to Avenger yet. But, coming soon, I guess. Or coming soon. And then you get to all these favors. Not going to go over the favors today. This video has gone on long enough. So, wrap this shit up. Going through some of the... there's a lot of nice rewards in here. There really is. It's just... Tiger just keeps making shit more and more and more of a pain in the fucking ass. It really does. We thought that with the Bajoran loop. And then the X-Borg loop came out, and it was even more of a pain in the ass than the Bajoran shit. And now this shit is even more of a pain in the ass to deal with than the X-Borg shit. Not saying it's not worth it. Not saying the grind isn't worth it. It's just grindy as shit, and we all hate it. Well, most of us anyway. But there are some nice rewards in here. Several projectiles. What are those things called? Forbidden techs and officers that had no sourcing before now have sourcing. Of course, they could have just added some of those officers to transporter patterns, but whatever. So comment below. Now, seeing some of the rewards and getting into this loop and not only seeing them, but getting some of these rewards, has it changed your mind at all about this loop? Do you think it's still too grindy? Do you think some of the numbers need to be changed as far as the hostile loot drops or some of these chest costs? Do you think these rewards are worth it? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.